How's it going, everybody? Thank you all very much. I always appreciate you watching. I'm Orlando Ruiz Jr. Welcome to another classic movie review. It is now the end of the month of February, and in case you didn't know, all this month I've been talking about black-led films in honor of Black History Month. And with one day left in the month, I thought, why not get one more review out there? And so, with that said, here's my review of a classic from 1997, the third film in the filmography of Quentin Tarantino, Jackie Brown. This movie stars Pam Grier, Samuel L. Jackson. You also have Michael Keaton, Robert De Niro, Robert Forster, and this movie was highly anticipated after the hugely popular Pulp Fiction. So Jackie Brown is the only movie in Quentin Tarantino's filmography that isn't based on an original screenplay of his. Tarantino adapted the script from a 1992 novel written by Elmore Leonard, Rum Punch, and quite a few Elmore Leonard novels became movies. You got Get Shorty, which was a novel that was adapted into a movie, a very good movie, by the way. There was also Out of Sight, which also features a character from this movie in that movie played by the same actor. You also have 52 Pickup, there was The Big Bounce, but Elmore Leonard goes way, way back. He also wrote the story for the movie Mr. Majestic, which was a Charles Bronson movie back in the 70s. Our title character, Jackie Brown, a flight attendant who gets busted by the ATF for something that's in her bag that isn't supposed to be there. As it turns out, Jackie has been involved in a little smuggling, working for a friend and boss played by Samuel L. Jackson in the role of Ordell Roby, one of the scariest and coolest characters that Samuel L. Jackson has ever played. His character has this great and distinct look to him. He's threatening, he's intimidating. He also has a wicked sense of humor, so he's fun to hang out with all throughout the movie. He brings in an old pal, as I mentioned before, Louis Garr, De Niro's character. As the character of Louis Garr, Robert De Niro is a real treat to watch in this movie, and it's just cool to see him share the screen with Samuel L. Jackson, sharing scenes together. And throughout the movie, there are these little, small, humorous moments that they give De Niro's character that I really appreciate and really love. And it's a very kind of subdued, subtle performance from De Niro. For the majority of his time on screen, De Niro's character is getting stoned all throughout the film, hanging out with the character of Melanie, played by Bridget Fonda, who is Ordell Roby's little surfer gal. And Ordell has this scheme to get money from Cabo, Mexico, $500,000 into the States via Jackie Brown. At the beginning of the film, when Pam Grier's character Jackie gets busted by two ATF agents played by Michael Keaton and Michael Bowen for smuggling some arms deal money for Ordell Roby, Samuel L. Jackson's character, she knows she's in danger when she meets the bail bondsman played by Robert Forster. One of the many great aspects of this film are the scenes between Pam Grier and Robert Forster's characters. Whenever the two of these actors are on screen, they have some real chemistry. And throughout the film, there are these little subtle hints that he likes her and she might even like him a little bit. So there's a little subtle romance in there. When this movie came out back in 1997, when it comes to high-profile movies, Robert Forster was pretty much on the outs in Hollywood by then. But before that, he was in movies like 1980's Alligator, 1978's Avalanche, there was 1973's The Dawn is Dead, and then after Jackie Brown, he appeared in Me, Myself, and Irene, he appeared in Mulholland Drive, but the real star of this movie is the lovely and talented Pam Grier, star of movies like Friday Foster, Sheba Baby, Black Mama, White Mama, Foxy Brown, Coffee, and then later on she went on to be in movies like Above the Law, co-starring alongside Steven Seagal in his debut film. She appeared in Mars Attacks. She also appeared in Escape from LA. She also appeared in Original Gangstas. She gives a damn great performance in this film too. She's tough but vulnerable. She's smart. She's resilient. She's also a badass when she has to be. And yeah, I really like her in this movie. She does a great job carrying the whole thing on her shoulders. Pam Grier as a whole is just terrific. Like many other of Tarantino's works, this movie has a great soundtrack to go with it. You got the Brothers Johnson in there. You got the Delphonics. You got Bobby Womack, you got some Johnny Cash, the Grassroots, Bloodstone, even some Pam Grier in there. Some great, great tunes all throughout this movie. And this is basically just a really laid-back caper of a film with a little heist in there. It's a heist film. It's a very laid-back movie. Tarantino describes it as his hangout movie, where characters basically are hanging out all throughout the movie, and so you can just hang out with them. This film is a very fun caper movie with a lot of memorable characters, and if you're into movies and if you know actors and actors' faces and stuff, look out for people like Sid Haig in a small part, blink or you'll miss it kind of role. Look out for Tiny Zeus Lister. Look out for Chris Tucker in a small part in the beginning of the film. And yeah, I don't want to get into the details of the caper because, you know, it gets kind of intricate as it unfolds. So just sit back and enjoy the ride if you haven't seen this movie, but if you haven't, definitely check it out, especially if you're a Tarantino fan. 1997's Jackie Brown. I give it 4 stars. It's not just a great Quentin Tarantino film, but a great film overall. You can find it on streaming, but I'm a hard copy kind of guy. You know, I'm going to have my hard copy with me, and so here it is, the Blu-ray, as you can see there. The original cover there, very cool looking cover. You got the main cast. You got front and center Pam Grier herself. All the way on the side over here, Robert Forster. You got Michael Keaton looking cool in some shades. You got Ordell Roby, Samuel L. Jackson's character right there next to Pam Grier. On the other side of Pam Grier, you got De Niro's character. And on the other end there, you got Bridget Fonda. And you also see right there, you got the bag of money underneath the title there that the whole cast is trying to get their hands on in the movie. And yeah, it wouldn't be a 1990s crime caper film without a bag of money involved. But yeah, Jackie Brown, it's a great time. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Thank you all very much for watching this classic movie review. I always appreciate you. If you're into movies, if you're into the classics, if you're new to the channel, if you're into this kind of thing, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications on more movie reviews coming from me very soon. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you very much for all your support and your views. I always appreciate it. Please don't forget to comment, share, like. Always helps out the channel. And just thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Everybody peace out. Take care. God bless.